which is, write this one down too, Shane. You don't have Tex-Bond in your kit. It's like a little cookie. It's a little hard cookie. It's a patching material.
Tex-Bond?
Yeah, Tex-Bond.
Do we see that up there?
It's a little round piece. It looks like a little round piece of cement.
I don't remember seeing it up there.
Yeah, you need that because it's hard. So what you do is you take it and you bang it on the table. Okay? Now, remember I told you the whole thing is a cool wall system, even the patching materials? Okay, so this is Tex-Bond. It's an additive for stucco. What does a painter use when he patches your home?
Patch and paint?
Stucco patch, right? Most of them use stucco patch. What do? They go to Home Depot, they get a bag of stucco patch, they come back to your house, okay, they ask you for a bucket, all right? They take the stucco patch, they pour some in the bucket. You ever seen a painter with a measuring cup actually putting in the right amount? No, they pour some in a bucket, they put some water in it, they take a stick, they stir it around, they hope it's good, they go ahead and put it on your house, it's smooth, your house is textured. That's nice, you got a smooth patch, you got a textured wall. What's the biggest problem with it though? The biggest problem is, as it dries, it does what?
It shrinks.
It shrinks, it contracts. And then what happens?
It falls off.
It falls out, it doesn't last. The great thing about this product, Tex-Bond, is, the greatest thing about it is, when it hardens, it's like cement. Okay? So when your cracks, when it fills your cracks, we're not just filling your cracks to fill them. Okay? We're going to keep it from happening again. And the other thing about it is, as it dries, it expands. So if you think about a crack in your home, it's like an inverted V, right? You see the crack, but the damage is where? On the inside behind it. Okay? So what happens? When your house cracks, it's like this. It goes like this. And then it cracks. So as this goes in, it does what? It expands and fills the crack so it doesn't come back again. Then we have our other patching material for the smaller cracks. Okay, what does the painter normally use? Caulking, some kind of spackle. Once again, just doesn't work. What are these? Flex patch, right? Textured and smooth. What's the great thing about it? It's completely elastomeric. So as your house moves, what happens?
Goes with
it moves. Can you imagine taking a piece of stucco patch and doing that with it? What do you think could happen?
Crack and break.
Crack all over the place, right? So even the patching materials. Then we're going to mask your house, okay? Protect your shrubs, your roof line, your windows, all of those things. Then we're going to put on our first coat of armor, which is the primer. Remember we said it has to attach to the house. That's why we hydroblasted. Has to cure on the house, okay? Let's do a little test here, and we'll try the. Let's try these and see what happens here.
Should be good.
Oh, these things are thick, man. Yeah, this should be good. Holy smokes. I've never done this. Okay, this one's already broken in half. We'll use the two halves. We'll save the whole one. Okay, so what I have here is I have 2 uncoated aspirin. Okay, in this case it's Alka-Seltzer, and if it works, we'll be using Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if it doesn't start fizzing.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these and we're going to drop it. I don't want it to fizz. If it fizzes, I don't want it to ruin.
It's going to ruin it, isn't it?
Yeah, let's don't do it. I'm afraid to do it.
Will it ruin the material?
It might. There might be.
Let's pour a little bit of that in something else, like my cup right here.
Yeah, but hold on. It'll probably eat the hole in the bottom of the cup.
Oh.
Let me just show you, and then we'll try one.
All right.
Because I am curious about that. Because if it actually works and fizzes and stuff,
Yeah.
it'll be kind of tricky. We'll see. Okay, but in the meantime, what we have here is we have 2 uncoated aspirin. Okay? Now, why are we using uncoated aspirin for the purpose of this demonstration?
Because they dissolve.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's very porous, right? Just like the stucco in your house. Okay? The second thing is it's designed to do what? Break down rapidly in our system. So I can show you, just for the purpose of demonstration, what water does to your home. So we're going to take one of these aspirin. We're going to drop it in the hydrophobic resin. Okay? When I do that, you're going to see something happening there. What do you see?
Sulfur. It's breaking down.
No. What do you see?
Breaking us absorbing the water.
Champagne bubbles. Tiny little bubbles, right? What does that mean? It means means that we are taking and we're forcing all of the air out of this aspirin and we're coating it, displacing the air with fluid. Okay? So we're basically taking that aspirin and we're coating it from the inside out. Exactly like we're going to do on your home. Okay? We'll take the second aspirin and we'll drop it in the water. What do you think is going to happen?
It'll dissolve.
Yeah, it's going to dissolve. It's going to take a little bit of time, just like it takes on the outside of your house. So what we're looking at right now is stage 1 efflorescence. Oh, wait a minute, it's going into stage 2. Right? Now all of a sudden, what's that? Oh, stage 3. And what's happened?
Pixie dust.
Okay,
Chunks are falling
speed up
off,
the
yeah.
process a little bit.
Speed
What
up
do you
the
have
process.
left? Oh, call the doctor. You need help. Right? It's deteriorated. Okay? In the meantime, while we're waiting for this aspirin to cure in here, what do we have? We have 2 identical homes. Okay? They're identical in every way except for one. One of them has been treated with our special hydrophobic material. The other one is not. Do me a favor. Put an X on the one you think has been treated.
Once you stop seeing the
that's
bubbles,
easy.
this is coated. That's pretty much.
Yeah, you want to leave it in there for a little time though. Okay, you put an X on that side. It's a 50-50 shot. We'll see what happens. I need some paper towels now. Okay.
Some of the bathroom.
Thank you. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this card and we're going to drop it in the water. Okay? We're going to get it soaking wet. Okay? And let's see what happened there. Thank you. Let's see what happened there. Oh, you know what? It was a 50-50 chance and you put it on the wrong one, but that's okay. Go ahead and tear that off for me. Okay? Do me a favor. Tear that in half. What do you see? What do you feel?
What?
It's wet, isn't it? It just tears and it's moist, right? It's soaking wet. Yeah, let's take this side, the side that's been treated. Tear that in half for me. What do you see happening? Oh, what do you hear?
It's dry.
Yeah, the sound of dryness. I love it. Okay, let me see that back real quick. It's really dry, isn't it? It's amazing. Let's take this. We'll rip all the unfinished edges off. Okay, we'll stick it in here again. We'll get it soaking wet. Okay, we'll do that. Give it back to you. I don't want to get your hands too wet. Go ahead and tear that in half. What do you hear?
Dry.
Sound of dryness. I love it. Okay, I used to say that every time. By the end of it, I have the homeowner saying to me, "Ooh, the sound of dryness." I love it. Right? Okay, now let's take this aspirin, okay, that we have in our special hydrophobic resin. Let's take it out of here. Okay, let's see if we can get it out of here. Alright, and let's drop it in the water. What do you think is going to happen?
It's gonna dissolve.
No, it's coated. It's not going to dissolve.
Actually, nothing's going to happen. We could leave it in there until tomorrow or the next day.
Alka-Seltzer,
We're
Alka-Seltzer.
going to do
Right?
alka-seltzer in a minute. Okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this aspirin out. We're going to tap it on the side. We're going to hand it to you again. And we're going to say, do me a favor, break that down for me. What do you hear?
Cracked. It's dry.
It's dry, right?
Dryness.
So let's take these. What I'm going to do, I'm going to drop them in the water. Okay, we'll go on with our demonstration. At the end of it, I'll be able to pull these 2 out. I don't know if they'll fuse back together, but I can hold them together. We'll have the whole aspirin again. Sound good?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it.
Wow.
All right. Then, here are some of the things that are in that material. Okay? And all of these are in these little jars right here. Okay, you got a jar of everything here. So we have what? And it's on that sheet, so you can have them read it. Acrylic resin, what is it for? Well, it allows the primer to expand and contract. Allows breathability, keeps out moisture, acrosol, and even finish. Dicolite. What's Dicolite? Well, it's kind of cool. Silica powder, mined from skeletal remains found on the ocean floor. What does it do? Promote breathability. We have nodicide. Remember we talked about the fungus and whatnot we saw in the back of your house? That's how we're going to keep it from coming back again. We have titanium dioxide. What's titanium?
Well,
UV, yeah, it's sunscreen.
Yes, UV hiding power you have in your windows, right? If you sell
Yeah.
vinyl windows or whatever, what is it? It's a very expensive metal, right? Very expensive metal, right? Give me an idea of something that's in.
Sunscreen.
It's in sunscreen.
Now they put it, on coatings of glass also.
It's in hip replacements. It's in Tiger Woods golf clubs. It's in super high-end mountain bikes. It's in super high-end sunglass frames. How much titanium dioxide do you think is in this?
Probably none.
Yeah, none. Okay. How much is in this? 1.5 pounds for every 5-gallon pail. Okay, a lot.
Okay.
Okay. It has perlite. Remember we talked about the Class A fire rating? That's how it gets it. It's volcanic glass. It's already been through that heat process. And then we have recycled glass. We have enough recycled content of materials in this coating that it classifies as a truly green coating. On the commercial side, it gets LEEDs credits. Okay? It's actually a green coating.
Wow.
Now, we have to let that primer cure, right? So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to do an inspection, okay, while that's curing. We're going to come out, we're going to do an inspection of your home.
How long does it take for the primer to cure?
It's supposed to cure for 24 hours. Now, does everybody do that? No. Should they? Yeah. 24 hours is a good time frame for primer.
You tell the customer that in case the
You
guy...
check and see how long they're going to do. I don't tell them 24 hours, I just say we're going to let it cure. You have to check and see if you do a second inspection. Some coating companies don't. Okay, so you guys got to work that out internally. If you do a second inspection, okay, then you're going to talk about it.
Tell them,
Right.
Otherwise,
And if you, otherwise, just blow by it.
You don't wanna tell him 24 hours and he does.
You don't want to tell them 24 hours and have the guy prime and then do finish coat.
It's got to be a little quicker in the summer with no humidity and
Yeah, with no
110 degrees
humidity,
here.
you can probably get by with 12, but statistically, it's supposed to be 24 hours. Do most people do that? I don't think so. Okay, but if you do a second inspection, why are you going to do it? Well, to make sure you didn't miss anything. You're paying a lot of money for the primer, right?
Yeah.
To
I'm
justify
gonna tell
the
them.
outrageous price.
You're paying a lot of money for the primer. Okay, we're going to make sure that all those hard-to-reach areas that we got, we didn't miss anything. We're going to make sure it's put onto the correct viscosities and thickness and all of those kinds of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we're going to come out and we're going to do the finish coat. Okay, which is the super coat, the one with the color. It has a couple of magical ingredients in it too. This one's called hydrophobic pigment. Okay, now let me give you an idea of how this works. What I want you to do is come up here, okay? You have your hand, that's it, just that finger, just go like that, turn sideways, okay? Turn your head to the side, close your eyes, take a deep breath for me, go ahead and cough. Just kidding, I'm just messing with you. No, seriously, turn your head to the side and close your eyes. Tell me when your finger's in the material, don't look. Is it in there yet?
No,
Okay, tell me when it does go in.
can't tell.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, it's in there now.
Yeah, because I hit the bottom of the jar.
That's
It's
crazy
probably
how
so
light
fine
that
you can't
stuff
feel
is.
it.
You can't feel it.
Okay, you can't feel it. When you shake it up, it looks like liquid. Now, here's what we're going to do, okay? When I finish, I want you to take and I want you to plunge your finger down the water as far as it'll go. Can you do that?
Sure.
Okay, then I want you to get down and look at it from the side view. Okay?
Yeah.
Right in there,
On the
all
side
the way
of it,
down,
yeah.
get down and look at it from the side view. I want you, Mrs. Homeowner, to get over here too, kids, get over here. I want you guys to look at it from the side view. Can you guys
That's
do
cool.
that? Okay, go ahead. Take and plunge it all the way down in the water. Take a look at it from the side. What's happening?
Coats it. Yeah, it's
Oh,
like it's been laminated.
so your finger's coated?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly the same way we're going to coat your house and protect it from water. Okay, go ahead and pull it out. Is the end of your finger wet or dry?
It's dry.
It's absolutely dry, isn't it? Here you go. It's exactly the way we're going to protect your home from moisture. Okay, causing those things. Hydrophobic pigment.
This is the one we break out during the monsoon season.
That's right.
Let me get a sheet of scratch paper. Just one sheet of scratch paper. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you think it's possible to waterproof water?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
think you can.
Is it?
Sure.
Okay, let's see what happens here. Let's come over here by Benny. Let's move these Alka-Seltzers that we're going to play with when we're done here. And let's see what happens. What we're going to do is we're going to take, we'll put a little of this in the cap of the thing.